Hello. Is the sound all right? Am I reverberating? No. I really admire the people who've come and spoken so far, because not only have they been able to, adhere to the horrific timings, they've also been able to impart some knowledge to us. And I do not intend to do that. So I can say that right from the start. This is a completely indulgent presentation, so it's just indulge me.
Down.
I hope the notes are on here.
They are.
Oh, I am feeding back. Hold on, I'm going to move this over here because I think it's that steep. Yes. That way. Is that okay? To you. Okay, Dan. You're all supposed to go, oh. This is my 17, this is a school photo age 17. And I grew up in Norwich but left and I was about 18 and went to London. Norwich was in its pre-cappuccino years then, London was not in its pre-cappuccino years. And after a decade or so, we were desperate to leave Murder Mile and Hackney. And Norwich was top of the list, but we just weren't sure we could cope. And my husband had said he couldn't come back to Norwich until there was Wagamama's. Rather like Macbeth said, till great Bird Wood and to high Dunsinane Hill shall come. He thought he was safe, and he wasn't. So in 2006, Wagamama came, and 20 years after I left, I returned with my husband. Not a local, and never let it be said I haven't done my bit for the gene pool. Some things have changed, some things have not changed. But it did feel like a different city. Not everyone in the city worked for Aviva, so that was good. And it got me thinking about, what powers the city, and of course it's the people. And there's 230,000 of us here. I want to talk this evening about just a few who make it my home city. This is Gareth. Truly the worst customer service in Norwich. But the quality of my life here is absolutely enhanced by being able to buy 30 grams of asafoetida. But you're not allowed to sniff the licorice sticks. And talking of shopping, living in Clapton, you shop at the local Tesco petrol station, and here you can shop at a farm shop, and they've got a nude calendar. And it's brilliant. And this is just my last food slide, but Roger Hickman, he keeps us out of a completely fine dining wilderness in Norwich. And I'm thinking of suggesting the naked calendar idea to him. But from food to business, and there are two business owners I want to sort of give a shout out to, and this is Conor O'Brien from Flint. And I just love what he does because his business card reads hair and sometimes art. And he does both of those things really well, as I'm sure you'll agree. And Henry Late, who doesn't do hair well, but he does other things really well. And the book Hive was named Best Small Independent Bookshop in 2011. And I love the fact that it's thrived here in Norwich and that it's become UNESCO City of Literature. This is Chris Gribble. He is the CEO of the Writers' Centre, and recently I went 2 minutes from my house and listened to the Poet Laureate of Jamaica talking, reading his poetry, which is just amazing. And in the vein of cultural events, Norwich was home to it's the oldest arts festival in Britain, and this is its current keeper, William Polinsky. And it is really one of the best things about living in Norwich, I think, the festival. It's truly a special thing. Cinema City, this is Jack Thompson, who makes sure we can take our wine into the film. Important things. Popcorn-free screenings and some of the best theatre on the planet here on the big screen in Norwich. And Adam Buxton, the blessed Adam Buxton, he comes to Norwich so that we don't have to go to the BFI, where we want to see Bug, and it connects us to a much wider creative world, which is important. And talking of a much wider creative world, I just want to thank these three people. Lord and Lady Sainsbury for sharing their fantastic art collection with us, and Norman Foster for building that glorious building. And according to Lord Sainsbury, it's the best thing in the collection, so if you don't go regularly, you should. This is Mr. Hot Sauce! His birth was very easy. He found his feet fast. He got hipster beard quite quickly. But he's been a great source of inspiration and pleasure and amusement to me over the last 4 years. And this is no excuse for sentiment. It's my little family, without whom there would be no home here. So for all the talk of culture and festivals, I spend most of my time shouting at these three, really. And I'm going to end with Mother Julian herself. She was Norwich was her home, and she wrote Revelations of Divine Love here. The first book written in English by a woman in Norwich. And I'm going to end with her words, proof that I've survived Ignite, that all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well.